No,
Yeah, you could see him hiding down by that fire pillar.
You are not really gonna try to do this acceleration. Okay.
He didn't go for the drop down chase, so that's good. I like the drop down around the pillar. I think that's a really effective way to get into a nice position to do damage, and he can definitely push here. He doesn't want to chase too much, and Necro flying down onto the ground. I don't know exactly what that was about, but that's going to be a frag on the board for Apparition.
He will finally get himself a mega health time as well. Hopefully he keeps it this time. Both players made some mistakes letting the other grab mega when they could have got a kill. Oh, nice find, but he's gonna eat a lot of damage.
He brought his LG to a rocket fight. Like a close quarters fight. That was kind of painful to watch.
Some of you are gonna hate me in facepalm right now, but that was a Plasma situation right there. You have your opponent pushed against a corner. Plasma would have wrecked Necro in that situation.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of those situations where, like, if he knew exactly where Necro was standing, then yeah, definitely Plasma. But like, rockets would have been a bit of a safer bet.
Oh, that feeling. You crater yourself. I mean, maybe, yeah, you're right, but the thing is, you say you don't know exactly where your opponent was standing. He came around the corner, and then Necro had to turn to shoot him. I mean, he had time.
Oh,
I think he had enough time. I'm also a whore for the Plasma, but, you know, I think he had enough time.
Necro a little bit early on this Mega.
Quality options are now enabled, that's why it went black. Well, alright. I guess it happened in the best of 3, which sucks, but okay. That's cool. Thanks for letting me know, Rocco. PS Twitch staff, if I can get quality options like just every other Sunday for about 5 hours, I don't even need a sub button or any other sort of partnership. Like, that'd be great. Just so the VODs don't get cut and broken in half. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I love you, Twitch. Bleed purple. So another 2-0. But it's a player who I said is capable of beating Rafa, so I don't feel that unhappy about the result. Sure, Apparition does.
Definitely.
Probably wishing he had gone with the John Thompson alias here about now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely think both players had more to offer in these games. Well, especially this map.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, just weird play. But this is one of these things, right? Sometimes one player playing weirdly is enough to just like it's contagious, you know?
Oh yeah.
If a game starts going weirdly, it just like spirals out of control.
Indeed. Rafa said that they were going to take about a 30-minute break at the middle of Cure to go eat, so we won't play winners just yet. So we'll be able to catch up on the lower bracket.
Lots of fantastic stuff going on in the lower bracket.
Actually, last time two of the best games were in lower bracket, and it really is. It's funny. Those of you who watch the grand finals on YouTube, I know you agree with me, Philo, but I just got to say real quick. I know you agree with me. Don't get me wrong. But people will oftentimes just click on grand finals on YouTube, click on the grand finals VOD on Twitch or whatever it is. That's all they'll watch. And I put up a disclaimer last time talking about that, like, you're making a mistake, don't do it. And I was a bit disappointed on how many of you didn't actually follow through with it. I realize your time is valuable, but shame on you.
Well, it would be like watching VODs from the last which it was 125 FPS, and not watching Evil lose.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like,
totally.
They were cool games. That Kilson game especially, down to the last few seconds, you know.
Yeah, I know a lot of you watch 125. If you don't follow, like, basically, Evil wins a bunch of stuff. You guys know that, even if you don't follow it.
Yeah.
And the file I'm talking about is Evil not making it through winner bracket, like getting knocked out of the tournament entirely. Huge deal. And yeah, you're right. They would have missed it. Lower bracket is kicking along. This is going to be like the fastest Duel Cup in history.
I know. I am so surprised. I'm so impressed Like every time I do one of these competitions, they always go really smoothly, but this is just insane.
Seriously. Apparition and Zorak were up next, and we also have Ballin for Life versus Call Out Kick Salt. The winner of that will go on to play Effortless. I think we'll just hop into probably the Zorak match here.
Alright, I'm just going to grab a quick drink, and when we come back, we'll be watching that.
Actually, I'm going to hop into the Ballin game just since one round behind, but yeah, sounds good. Nice, and as expected, Ballin is up in frags here. About halfway on the map, and it's going to be Furious Heights as well. I don't actually have a whole lot of insight for Mr. Calvote Kick Salt. I know I've seen him play in the Duel Cups before, but
5-minute warning.
We'll have to see. I'll have to see how he holds up against Ballin, to be honest. Yeah, he's gonna get himself another frag, get himself a little bit of cam time. People can't spend 10 minutes to watch a map? Life is short. God bless America. That's right, it's FMX. Thank you, Zoo. I knew I could rely on you. Anytime I'm feeling blue, all I have to do is think of you. Zoo. Alright, enough of that. That's right, it's FMX. FMX is actually someone who used to play quite a bit, and I wonder why they changed their name. Doesn't really matter, I guess, at this point. Look like they're getting thrashed pretty hard here now that Ballin's got some momentum and stack behind him. He could push in here, but it's just reckless. No, probably wait it out. Yep, wait for the armor sound. There you go, there's your frag. Nice and clean. You can actually just bait weapons out right now. I mean, if he's keeping track at times, the red's coming up next. So Mr. Salt here will hopefully have got himself an LG, but it's not even really gonna matter by the time the fight starts. This is gonna snowball pretty handily. Sagib talking about Denny's. I remember Sagib at Denny's. We ate there way too much at QuakeCon, dude. Like, way too much. Their nachos are so good, though. Anytime you can only buy your food with pennies, you can just buy some nachos from Denny's. That's almost a good slogan for them, but I don't know. Not quite. Avnex has done some good damage here, but looks like he's just starting to fling the rails against Ballin. Hold on one sec. Okay, never mind. Just be coming back into the room. What are pings here? 35 to 52? That's not terribly different. Pretty low damage game overall, actually, for there being 7 frags and a death. Whoa. Hello? 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 This is Flair. Uh-huh. You don't say. You don't say. No. Get out of here. Freaking telemarketer. So, we'll we'll close this one off with another plus forward rush, most likely, out of Mr. Kicksalt, and we'll see Ballin move on to play against, I believe Effortless. Yep. So it'll be Ballin versus Effortless, which isn't that a game that we had earlier? Or am I crazy here? No, we had Ballin and Necro. That's right. So Apparition and Zorak War is going on as well in the losers round 6 of the lower brackets. We'll probably go check that out unless Effortless is already here in the server, which he's not. So we'll get that up and going for you all. We'll catch up on the lower bracket, and then we'll have our winner bracket finals. And actually, I think we might be able to have our lower bracket, our winner bracket finals, all by lowers, followed by grand final, all at once today, because we're actually closing in on the end of the Duel Cup. For how scatterbrained I've personally been, and again, I know, get it. I can't believe that this has been running so smoothly. So, luck against Effortless. That's nice of him. Thanks. You'll need it.
Sorry, that was a pretty long drink.
Wasn't that the most annoying telemarketer, Phylum? Like, did you hear him call me? What a jerk!
Call you?
Yeah, in the middle of the Duel Cup. I can't believe it.
Wow.
And no, I mean,
funny, I thought you were saying that because my phone went off and I hadn't muted my mic.
That feeling when your co-caster doesn't get the joke and ruins it.
That was.
No. It was, we told him what's up. We told him what's up. Get out of there. We're gonna go on to Zorak War and Apparition now.
All right. No, that turned into a really long drink. I got a drink, and then I realized my parents went to the doctor like hours ago and didn't come home, and so I checked, made sure nothing horrible had happened, and then I got a phone call. So yeah, it's all happening here at the moment, and hopefully it'll all be happening on screen. Zorak War versus Apparition.
There it is, and we missed like half of it. Looks like Rafa's stream was able to catch most of it, so
that's good.
Yeah. Well, now that we're here, we have 90 FPS in total. So everything's fine. It'll all be fine. Apparition actually does manage to get himself what appears to be control right as we've come back in. He has a decent amount of armor. He has better weapons, and the Mega doesn't mean much, but
against the plasma gun, especially like kind of dropping down like that. This is definitely a room where people get owned by it, and ooh, comes down to that last rail.
Dicey, man. That was freaking dicey.
It could have gone badly for either player. Zorak did well to make an opportunity there, but yeah, it was a big push. Zorak's gonna fly through for a railgun here for sure. Apparition, is he just gonna dive down for this raid? Yes, he is. He thinks he has time. Zorak trying to stop him, hits absolutely no plasma through the door, and Apparition flies around again, just like hits this rail around the corner. Nice movement. Zorak War drops down. He should have seen. He definitely saw Apparition there. I don't know why he'd corner himself like that. Not a great decision to make.
You know, there was a problem that a lot of I know Rafa had spoke to Zorak War about this, so at least according to Zorak War and a few other top players that were analyzing Zorak's play around not even just the last QuakeCon, but the one prior. And that's that Zorak War was way too focused on just getting the items and always wanting to dive the items, and he's kind of reverted back to that in a way, I've noticed. Because that's kind of it's his comfort zone. Well, you know, it's his comfort zone to time items and be on the item, and I think he's kind of reverted a bit, and if you will.
Especially like if you're not aiming as well, and that's like that's Zorak War's thing, right? Is that he has a really amazing ability to time all the items. It would be easy to fall back on that, especially playing weaker players, because if you're playing a weaker player, they're going to let you get away with a lot of diving and stuff. But yeah, when you're coming back into the big leagues, it just doesn't work.
Guys, if you're ever watching a tournament on this channel, you can always type !brackets. It will give you everything you need. If for some reason I'm actually slacking on that, I'd be surprised. So those of you kind of wondering where the brackets were, thanks for helping out, squad.
Oh
Apparition ties it up, but
what a drop! Yellow armor. I really don't like that bait. I mean, it just, as you can see, Apparition lost all his stack. He's gonna get a frag, but like that can go so badly. If you're gonna bait it, Like
those dropped rails.
Yeah. Well, but also like Apparition gave Zorak a lot of stack before that. He should have known, like, if Zorak had nothing and was one rocket from death, then sure, go for that trap, but I don't know, that just doesn't sit well with me. And Zorak's gonna be taking the lead.
This game has been so scrappy, though, that I'm not gonna count him out yet. Other than the fact that he just spawned at shotgun, which is pretty unlucky. He needs to hit, like, 2 more of those for this to be worth it. I shouldn't even say worth it, he was stuck back there, what am I saying? For him to be able to get out of there cleanly, he needs to be able to hit 2 more, but Zorak's just gonna fall back. He's barely gonna dodge that rocket. It was not looking in that direction. And he's got the mega health. He won't be able to get red, probably, but he'll be able to punish the damage.
Unless Apparition's left it open, in which case Zorak's gonna get up to 200, which is a scary time.
I don't know, I wonder if Apparition just didn't recognize that he actually had the same weapon arsenal as his opponent. Because I can understand not wanting to be at red if your opponent has an LG and plasma and a shotgun and everything, and you've got rocket and, or sorry, rail, rocket, and grenade, but I don't know, kind of a misread there. It's not over yet though. Zorak Warrior is a ghost with rockets right now, man. This is the second time I've seen a rocket just, like, what model does he use again? What is it called? Slash?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
I'm pretty convinced that, like, the rockets keep going just above the board in between the legs. Like, with the... I don't know. Yes, for the record, I know it's not possible. Nerds, I get it. But, I was really excited when we came in here. Apparition was doing such a good job coming back, but it's... I think it was just scrappy. It was just kind of
really
messy.
Weird. Like Zorak were pushing out that doorway, like you said, scrappy. Neither player hit anything.
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah, it's optimistic, I think.
At best.
It's a word I've been using a lot playing Quake lately, but I think it fits a lot of situations.
It quite literally does. That's another terrible word. Ooh, who's giving me admin? Feels special.
And so yeah, this is a Zorak War victory. Definitely playing better than the 13th seed.
Yeah, yeah. He's made it to low. He's made it almost a lower bracket final. I think he's. I think he's kind of talked his way out of ever getting that low of a seed. I did seed him low though this time. Like I didn't put him number 2 or number 3 like I did before. He was number 4. He's behind Necro, Apparition, and Rafa. So
yeah, Ballin was seed 11. He's made it this far.
It's Ballin is just hashtag 420 YOLO blaze it swag, man. I don't even Ballin for life. But nah, it's been really interesting to see how the actual brackets develop since we hadn't run Duel Cups in so long, and I dare say that there's more active duelers now than there were when we were doing these cups before. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels that way.
That's crazy. Alright, where are we headed next? Rafa and Necro ready?
It depends who's back, basically. So let's see what we have going on. So Effortless needs to play Ballin' for life. I'm gonna go there now. Rafa will let me know when he's gonna play, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll probably catch the end of this particular game. Again, I know we keep coming in through halfway, guys, but Cup's moving along great. Oh, nice. They're not actually started yet.
Oh, fantastic.
Sweets. So yeah, whenever Rafa lets us know that they're ready, we'll head over there. But for now, we have this game. The winner goes on to play Zorak. And then we actually, if I'm not mistaken, we have to play the winner bracket final at that point. Then it'll be winner bracket, lower bracket, grand. Like we might as well do it like
actually catching up to the upper bracket, which is like unheard of.
It's actually unheard of.
If you've ever run a competition or even watched one,
if you watched one, I don't think I've ever seen a 120. I don't think I've ever seen a Sunday Cup from 125 have the lower bracket match up with like no. This is not.
Admittedly,
possible.
They did take a half-an-hour break. But even a half-an-hour break, like it's usually a lot more than half an hour between them.
This cup had 32 players and started less than 2.5 hours ago, Phylum.
Oh my god.
Is this real life?
Insane.
Like
that is just the most Flair, it's a testament to your admin work.
Truly, this is all because of me. I can't Mom, Dad, thank you for this match between Effortless and
Bull
Ballin.
off the start. Red armor spawn, rockets. He's not gonna rush the LG. It's good, I like it. Like I said before, I like getting rail on this map.
Oh yeah. You see, Evil Agent, they do that weird LG rush sometimes, which maybe it works for some players, but I don't know. Why not get the rail?
Well, I think there are a lot of things that work for Evil that don't work for anyone else. Bull, and he's gonna decide to stay up here and just go for the railgun, which is fine. His opponent has an LG, which isn't something you really want to drop into, especially this early into the game.
That was interesting for both of them.
Yeah, Effortless comes in from a really weird way, but he hits all his rails.
Ballin's missing everything right now. Everything important, anyways.
And Effortless is obviously going to come down through this way. Bullen's caught out. This is going to be first frag to Effortless. That's an Effortless frag.
We'll be here all day, guys.
Be here, yeah, for the next hour or so. Ooh, Bullen narrowly gets out of that one. Okay.
So
doesn't get far though.
There's a few situations on a couple of different maps that you just don't ever want to be in. Dying at the second red, and I say the second red being the 50-ish second one, so I think it's the third of the map. You don't want to die at it, or on this particular map, you do not want to die on it. It's the same thing as dying. I don't want to get too into a map that's not on the pool, but there's various situations on toxicity that I can think of, and right now, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Toxicity is a bad map? Anyways, my point is Ballin is in a death cycle right now. He can't, and he's like, really? And it's like, dude, you died at one of the worst times you can possibly die on in T7. Your opponent has stack at the minute mark
of the game.
Oh yeah.
And he wants to rush in here. He doesn't know the exact time to know how to push it. Effortless is doing a good job of keeping away from situations where he's going to take damage between items. And then he's just taking big fights at these items.
I think we'll see
losing a lot of stack. Yeah. No, I think I can feel it in the air. Bullen seems a bit frustrated. Effortless is going to rush down through here. And he's going to catch Bullen out. Look at that.
God.
But again, Bullen actually had time there to pick up the red if he knew the exact microsecond it was up. And instead he's left chasing this kind of, he got some good damage at the end there. But it's he was chasing from behind.
I think he actually did know the exact timing on it. But the problem is so did Effortless. So,
well, yeah.
Now you won't try anything weird this time. We'll see what exit Ballin decides to take. Effortless was hitting mad rails against his previous opponents. Misses that one, but I feel like with the way Ballin was shooting earlier, it's gonna have to be a complete swap of things here. Otherwise, Ballin's going to continuously die. Now he does have an opportunity to not only get this mega health.
Oh, he swaps to the railgun though.
It's okay, because he has all the armor on the map.
I was about to say he should get the frag. That is bullshit. But even if he got the frag, there wasn't a lot up for him. There was a lot of potential for Effortless to play off the spawn.
Luckily, Effortless has run himself out of rail slugs.
Ballin
is down 8 frags at the 4-minute mark on T7, which isn't terrible on T7. You can get a lot of conversions here. It's just I don't know, like situations like these, you just gotta keep hoping for more of them, which is like the megas being split up, and just hopefully he can capitalize on them a bit more. It's a damn shame Ballin does not have track of his opponent's railgun ammo, because this is an easy bait.
Yeah,
going
definitely.
into this next
and
red.
Even with red armor coming up, like I don't know, like Bullen knew that his opponent was over that side of the map. I can understand why he'd want to stay up to do the damage first, but he actually could have gone down into position for that red armor sooner.
I'm totally okay with this right now.
Oh yeah, well he's definitely making it work out.
He needs to hustle. If he goes and gets Mega though, he needs to hustle. Yeah, and he did go and get Mega, so... Okay, Effortless is not going to be on the ground though. This is kind of a mistake.
Effortless wanted to like catch him in that doorway and maybe even like push him back or something, but just not quite enough. Oh my god.
That feeling when every encounter comes down to execution.
Yeah.
Welcome to North America. We don't think about it. We just do it.
I can understand why Effortless would have wanted to like block off that LG, but with how that fight went, with how long he stuck around, is that the forfeit moment?
I don't know.
It isn't. You know, you've got to give Bullen credit for sticking to his guns here.
Yeah, we don't think about it, we just do it. In before Nike wants to sponsor Quake. Make it happen, guys.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, get it trending. Hashtag Nike Quake. Go ahead. No, it's never gonna happen. Maybe start smaller with like Reebok or Converse.
Are you talking shit about a potential sponsor, Flair?
Did I say smaller?
You meant obviously bigger and better and...
This is why I run the North American Duel Cup and not the European Cup. We will stand tall. Alright guys, despite the fact that it's probably just garbage time for the next 4.5 minutes. The fact that I can't actually add, it's only 3.5 minutes. I haven't heard anything from him.
Alright. Must be really enjoying his sandwich.
We may as well watch this, to be honest. Like,
well, we might as well see it through. I don't know, if those guys were ready to start, I wouldn't want to hold them up for the rest of this. But
yeah.
We might as well see what's going to happen. If nothing else, Effortless has been hitting some good shots.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, and I say if nothing else, I mean, like, there have been some really close situations here that have gone Effortless's way for no real reason. Like, even factoring execution in, they were just so down to the margin.
This double back! And he still wins. This kid. Nerf. He was, those of you who didn't watch the Capture the Flag Draft Cup for the NACTF.QL channel, it happened last Saturday on Jahar's channel. It was... Effortless was one of the top picks because it's draft, right? So he's one of the highest picks because of his CTF skill, and he actually ends up subbing in for somebody who ended up dropping and caused all sorts of drama and shenanigans. The team ended up winning the map, and they had to they had to say, when I say they, the admin had to say, yeah, you don't get to move on because you basically just drafted the first round draft pick, who already got eliminated, by the way. Like, his team has already been knocked out, and he just was filling in, so there was 4 players.
Yeah.
But anyone who watched that will probably not be too surprised at the way that Effortless is playing right now, because this is what he does.
Wow.
Like, he's a really confident, like, he is a very confident execution-based player. He may not be able to outsmart Rafa and Cooler and whatnot, but he's gonna shoot a hell of a lot of rails into the models before he goes down, you know? Like, I don't know. I've never minded
you've got to know
like
your strengths, you know? And if your strengths are that you can hit a lot of rails, and that you're a confident guy, and that you can win raffles, you know? You've just got to play to that.
Oh, buddy.
Oh my god. Like, that's just one of these situations. Like, what happened? I don't know. But he shot him, and he died.
Pure ponage. Nice, man. Well, even if he's gonna 19-0 plus ball in here, I'm still glad to see that he's made it this far. He will go up against Zorak War next. Don't know exactly which game we're gonna end up catching since it looks like Ralph is back.
Yeah,
he did join, so I don't know. We'll see. Too bad Sparks didn't sign up. Yeah, where is that guy? I swear Sparks is aliasing at this point. Like, he likes Quake too much to not be around, right? Am I crazy in thinking that?
He took the money and, like, ran away.
No. I don't want to get too much into it, but, like, I feel like...
the drama
I feel like there was a situation that got blown out of proportion, and somebody who wasn't really trying to be the bad guy got made... Somebody who wasn't trying to be the bad guy got made the villain. Like, didn't even just get made the bad guy, he got made the villain. I think it just was an over-exaggeration.
Oh my god, Phylum gets a frag, 5 seconds on the clock.
Exactly. There's still time. Oh wait, no, it's over.
Moving swiftly away before... I mean, naturally there's going to be a good bit of drama in Twitch chat of that. Twitch chat.
Oh yeah,
let's put a question to them.
Twitch chat. I hope that sparked your imagination.
Yeah, well, let's see what game Twitch chat want to see. Rafa and Necro, or Zorak and Effortless?
See if they can respond or if they're completely triggered at this point.
I
love you guys, but you know.
I think I can take a pretty good guess about what chat's gonna say. Also, let's have a quick viewer number check.
Let's not. I don't want to do it, Phylum. I already know the answer. I already checked. Guys,
not too bad.
Guys, yeah. What do you want to watch? Should we finish this off? Let me actually see here. Let me actually ask.
Bear in mind, Rafa is actually streaming his games as well, so it might be good to watch Zorak War and Effortless. I imagine that would be a pretty good clash of styles.
Cool, let's do it.
Fantastic, that sounds incredible. I mean, we're running so fast that we might as well.
We could take like a 20-minute break right now and still finish before any other cup would have normally been done. This is insane.
Before any other cup would have been like halfway through the losers bracket. I mean,
who's responsible for this? Like, let me get your name and your number, and I'll. No, never mind. Just silently nod. It's fine. I have nothing to give you except my undying gratitude. Whoever's great, whoever's responsible. Where is... I can't even find Zorak War at this point. I'm sorry, not Zorak War. Oh, yeah. He's in here. Oh, that's weird. How didn't I see him?
Alright. I don't think anyone in chat told us what they wanted to see, except for one guy.
No one's listening.
This one guy said, Rafa Zorak.
Rafa Zorak? Eventually, maybe. Don't forget, guys, this Duel Cup season is an actual season this time. We're not just doing Duel Cups every single month. We're actually going to be holding them every other week. Can you pay attention to map drops, by the way, Phylum, while I DM around about this? Thanks. Just to let everybody know the schedule, it is on the ESR post, but I know many of you have ESR phobia, which is fine. I get it. Somebody trolled you and your feelings are hurt. There's, the content's been getting better. They have some new news writers, but I get it. All right. That being said, the next Duel Cup will be March 6th. One after that will be March 20th. One after that will be April 3rd, April 17th. Then the playoffs will be April 24th. You can read all about the point system, etc., on the post itself.
Alright, and with that said, Zorak was off the start, gets the red armor spawn, again, who actually misses his railgun, but...
Ooh, did he not pick up a rail after that drop?
No, and that's gonna set him back a little bit. It shouldn't be too hard to pick a new one up, but yeah, it's just a bit annoying.
I actually think it's gonna be a huge deal, because not only does he not have a railgun, he has to do this. Okay, he did exactly what he needed to do. I was nervous though, because without that railgun and eating the rail as he goes towards Mega, like, he was in a pretty bad spot. He's also just gonna end up forcing his opponent off of this Mega health.
Yeah, well, but it is also worth saying that Zorak spawned red, and Effortless spawned red-yellow, so a little bit awkward. for both players, I guess.
Honestly, I think Effortless handled it beautifully. Normally, I hate when I see a player just go for the plasma and take the yellow, and then you can see like, oh crap, I'm out of control. But just because Zorak missed that rail and Effortless was able to connect the pixel rail as he ran around the corner, it all made it worth it. It doesn't really matter at this point though, because we're talking about the first 10 seconds of the game, and now we're a minute past that, and 4 frags the difference between the players.
Yeah, no, I mean, the shotgun was telling, I guess. Effortless wants to drop down and maybe try and catch Zorak coming through the doorway or something, but he had no stack, and red armor was the next item up. Bit of a weird decision, and this is going to give Zorak an opportunity to just smash Effortless. It doesn't get a lot of damage in, but the damage of like picking up the lower yellow and being able to damage the upper one as well is pretty huge.
Just the fact that he's moving
right now, and
just the fact he's moving so quickly is scary for Effortless.
Yeah. That's pawn. Effortless admitting he's not playing particularly well.
Anyone want to bet if Effortless actually backs up and eventually gets the mega? Yikes. Oh, and even being able to hear your opponent behind you, you're like, dude, I've totally got you.
Really gave that away. Zorak wants to go for the rail though. That's gonna mean Effortless tries to push out, and you could almost call that a bait, except I know that it wasn't.
So everyone knows the yellow's behind him, he knows the mega's up afterwards, but he is just gonna look for damage off the rail pickup here. Nice, actually. I like that rail. That's not a bad one. This is interesting, but he does hit the first connection, and I mean, I think both players are now gonna be 2 rails to death.
That was a really nice rocket jump from Zorak. It's a good move to be able to do, just
very
like
flat.
the quick RA grab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zorak trades off the rail. was almost worried he was going to be able to get the upper way as well. And yet you can see, like, he is really beelining his way around because he knows exactly where to be for these items. And Effortless is letting him do it. Like, Effortless has a lot of potential to catch Zorak moving around the map here, just with the way Zorak's been moving.
Yeah. Is this a rematch, chat?
Here.
It isn't it? It is a rematch. Alright, cool. We recall as well, Effortless defeated Zorak in a best of 1 earlier, so... I wish I remembered what map it was at this point, but... oh well.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any arrow walk today, have we?
No, it's a bit sad.
It's really... yeah, I'll get into that later, actually. I still want to concentrate on this game, because I think we're finally seeing a warmed-up Zorak War. At least a bit more. Like, you were saying that last time when we saw him, so... I definitely agree.
Zorak might catch Effortless up here, and he does. Effortless doesn't have anywhere to go. Zorak not hitting any of his LG. Effortless makes the predictable move, coming into the middle of the map for the health, and gets punished for it. And now Zorak has an opportunity again to clean up everything on the map. And you know if you give Zorak that opportunity, he's going to take it every single time.
He is a pack, man. We'll see what he does decide to do here.
He really could have dropped there. If he'd have been fast and like caught Effortless out.
I don't know about dropping, to be honest, just because Effortless's LG is so good, but everything will get reset. We'll see what weapons the players get off the spawn. It's gonna be very telling. Effortless getting the much better deal of that, but he has to hit the damage, and he will.
Yeah, he does.
A nice spawn. Ooh, those nades. So close. Surely Zorak War is spawned somewhere where you can punish this. Oh, Effortless. No. Zorak's not, wait, you know what? I was worried for a second, except that Zorak War may have known the timing on the Mega, but he's not a reckless player. He's not going to dive in for that.
No, he's not. I mean, maybe like 2 years ago. We've all moved on since then.
As we say that, he makes a ton of noise getting shards and gets a direct rocket to the face, but, you know. He's actually not looking too hot right now, if Effortless can actually just kind of maintain timing. Like, that's what's so funny, right? I mean, we saw Effortless just ramming rails into Ballin earlier, but his timing is not why he won that game on T7, and his timing is not why he's winning back control right now. He's just kind of happens to be in the right area as the items are coming up. Well, that would have been a really nice trap. I think Zorak War heard him, though.
That would have been incredible. A great little hidey hole.
It was an accident. Like, he didn't mean to fall, but it would have worked out nice.
But you can see
again,
once he'd
cut
fallen,
off shards?
like, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, once he'd fallen, he played it really well. Oh no.
Zorak War knows everything's up right now. Effortless plays it really, really safe, though. Go damage, damage.
Effortless had to go back. Hello.
Did that telemarketer get? Phylum, you mean to kick that telemarketer's ass again? I will rip that telemarketer a new one. Anyways, we got to get back to the game though, because yeah, nice shot there. I really was nervous what he was gonna decide to do. Did Zorak War grab this and go straight underneath? Oh, okay. He wasn't sitting at the teleporter, so. Also not sitting here. Again, Zorak War may be a Pac-Man, but he's not a dumb Pac-Man. He's not just gonna randomly walk onto an item when he knows his opponent is gonna be there. He'll get caught out in the middle of the hallway though. All it takes is a little bit of unpredictable movement, and ooh, this is dicey though, man. Does he know how low Effortless is? He does now.
Yeah, now that he's dead, and Effortless will forfeit us off.
So the game I really wanted to see is about to happen.
Rafa Necro?
Yep.
Well, if anyone can upset Rafa in this comp with Rusty Zorak, it's gonna be Necro.
I don't think, like, honestly, I think Necro may give us a better finals than Zorak War. And yeah, damn me for saying that, but...
Well, Zorak's rusty, right? Like, you can see in how he's playing.
Did he not know it was a best of one? Did he forfeit not knowing it was...
Oh, no.
That... Oh! This is the second time in a row that someone in the lower bracket didn't read the rules and they're like, damn it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. That's always a shitty thing when it happens, but...
Oh, I feel terrible, but...
You know, it says it right there.
Remember, was it Czar and Captain last time?
Yeah.
Because, like, they were like, should we just repick, or should we start again?
It wasn't that
and then
they weren't sure. It's that one of them wanted to repick and the other said, no, you didn't read the rules. We have to go by what you said.
Yeah, Czar kind of works Captain like a bitch in that particular situation. Captain got the worst end of that. This is... This is Dallas.
Do you know by your ping? Do you have to like jump into the game to check?
No, well, I wish that I could go ahead and tell you that I used some fancy algorithm about how my ping is compared to Rafa's ping, but no, I hit tab and realized that it says Sinister QLDS Dallas QCon Duel #1 at the top in bright multicolored letters.
I know it's interesting. All this, it's like a it's like some kind of lesson about the cities of America for me.
I'll make sure that they're not TDMing. I'd feel like a jackass if we were getting... Okay, yeah, good. I feeling when I'm like, sorry guys, I gotta run in this Duel Cup. You know that server that I don't pay for, and you set up for us to TDM on? Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Thanks. Where is it? Okay. There it is. Being used. But not for what I thought it was going to be used for. Let me just ask them if they are okay using this.
Yeah, definitely.
If not, I'm not going to force these guys to leave. Actually, let me take this off so we don't have this on stream. Just... Really, really weird day, Phylum.
Well, the cup has just gone so fast. We've said it so many times already, but this is just incredible.
I know. I'm gonna have to take just a moment here, so...
Alright, well I might have a quick stretch then, if we're just sorting out a server. It's always pressure on when you've got to commentate Rafa.
Absolutely. All time's easy. Easy every time.
Well, I mean, he just does everything right, you know.
It'll be fine. We'll be back in a sec, guys. Alright, so we have found ourselves a server. We are going to be playing here in just a bit. Necro is actually just finishing up eating right now. Like, this cup is moving so fast that nobody's really expecting. Nobody's expected it. I can't even talk. Go figure. So we'll go ahead and have our winner bracket game between Necro and Rafa in just a bit. That'll be a best of 3. The loser will go on to play against Zorak War in the lower bracket, also in a best of 3, and then we'll have our grand finals, and then that'll be it. I'm actually getting a little bit sad. Like, I just want to make people stay here, like, for hours and hours and hours. Just waste everyone's time and waste everyone's evening. But we won't do that today. It'll just be a nice, simple match. So, enjoy. You think you're the best Sinister player in North America, Zorak? Are we talking 2016 or 2015? Oh. The shots have been fired. The table has been set. Necro will pick Sinister as his first map. Rafa has Arrowwalk. And Rafa has Arrowwalk and Curious Heights to pick from. We'll go on to Sinister Arrowwalk. Indeed we are, Phylum. We've got ourselves Sinister, then Arrowwalk for the first time, and you're glad you stuck around.
Yeah, it was worth the wait.
There you go.
It'll be good to see. And especially between these two.
And not only did Rafa pick it, but I told you before Necro was good at it, so I hope I don't eat my words. You know, we'll see.
Could be exciting.
It's that time.
Yeah, well, it's when you get to see like the two top contenders duking it out. So in the break I had a bit of a look at ES Reality, and it looks like someone's selling an MX300.
And?
It's an MX300.
So? It's not a G400S or a MX518 without angle snapping, so I don't care.
G400S, if you're in Australia, quick tip, if you're someone in Australia who likes the G400S, so basically I think I'm talking to Mika in chat here at the moment, but there's...
Out of all 10 Quake players, 10% of you enjoy this product. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a shop selling G400S's new for like 28 bucks.
What? Sorry,
yeah, for like
I probably just peaked the microphone there.
Too. So that's like, what, less than 20 American dollars? It's crazy. It's crazy cheap.
What is your dollar? What's our conversion rates here?
The Australian dollar's worth like less. Yeah, $1 US worth 140 Australian, so...
Well,
yeah, it's about 20 bucks.
Man. We're on winner bracket finals, guys. It didn't take us very long at all to get here, and we've been going on and on and on about that. But we're going to be on Necro to start with, and then I realized now we're going to be on Rafa, because even though this is Necro's pick, I would rather watch Necro on Airlock to start. Just to mix things up a bit, and wow, I'm glad I switched over, because this LG... It's a good rocket, but he will crater himself.
Well, but that little rocket, like, it does add up.
Interesting to note as well, he did use all of his shaft ammo, so had Necro actually dropped on him there, that could have been kind of an interesting encounter. It doesn't end up panning out, but...
I wouldn't trust... Like, I wouldn't want to drop into Rafa's rockets.
I'd do it. Why not? What's the worst that's gonna happen? Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it. But everything's pretty normal. I mean, yeah, Necro is down -1, but it's still kind of a pretty normal Sinister start. One player vastly outstacking the other one, and that Mega was up just long enough that he wanted to peek in for it, but luckily Rafa shows up in time and thwarts him away. What a read! Did not just go straight to red. Wow.
That's amazing. Like, that's just totally insane. If any other player did that, if I did that, you know, it would never work.
You'd be called a wall hacker.
Yeah, well, that too. Well, if I was to do that, I would probably have to be wall hacking.
These two have played each other quite a bit. And it's not quite the rivalry of Evil Cypher or anything like that, but they have played each other quite a bit. And this is again Necro's pick. Rafa picked Aerowalk, and then Furious Heights will be our decider. So actually a really interesting decider, and in general a really interesting set of maps for these two. I'm pretty excited actually.
I like the pool. It's good having the faster aim map in there, and then yeah, Sinister and T7 is great. Oh, beautiful rail on Necro exiting the room there. Rafa right now, he's just been taking everything. Necro's been doing a pretty good job of not giving too much up for nothing, but there he's in a bit of an awkward spot.
Yeah, that was really, really awkward. I'm not going to overcommit here, I don't think. I'd be shocked to see him jump down unless he can somehow get on the other side of Necro like this and then work his way to red. Because he doesn't want to lose that to anything but a fresh spawn, worst case scenario.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because, I mean, if you have red off of a fresh spawn, you're still pretty easy to mow down.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially on that platform, you just fall. You just eat damage as you fall.
Gotta drop or try and, like... There's nowhere to go.
That was kind of a cool rocket there, but there's no way he gets this. And again, the exact same punish. The exact same punish with the shaft. Does land one more rocket in, but...
And Necro
doesn't care.
Could have gotten an RA spawn there. Unfortunately, he doesn't.
I'd say fortunately at this point. It's almost the 4-minute mark. You don't really want to lose any more frags right now.
That's true. Rafa right now, though, he's just picked up absolutely everything. I mean, he has more YAs. Necro hasn't even seen a Mega yet. And he's got himself 1 red, so it's really just like the damage that's keeping him in this at all right now.
I gotta say though, I mean, like, isn't that kind of Sinister though? I mean, this is a mistake. But isn't that kind of sinister, just not getting anything off of a rotation, like 1 or 2 times? It's, I don't know, it's a map I've seen played that way more than once. The issue is with someone like this who knows how to play the connectors, who knows basically, okay, if I'm as weak as you are right now, where would I be? And he's able to read it very, very well. I've noticed Rafa, he will catch out a lot of people in the 50 HP bubble area. We noticed the LG push there was one example, but the other example is when you're coming in through the LG area, and he's sitting at the Jesus. He's sitting at the real I guess end of the 50 HP bubble. I've seen him kill a lot of people there. Luckily, most players are gonna hit their shots though. I mean, so we don't have a snowball effect going on, which is really good news. Necro is the first person to not have that happen to him against Rafa so far in this tournament.
Wow. What a jump. Right over Necro. It's such a weird move to make that it just, like... It just is what it is. And what it is Rafa. That's really nice to know he has to come back, because Necro had time to like get down into the teleporter and steal red if he really wanted to.
I think it's all it would have amounted to though. There's so many situations where he could have got an item, but it just would have been him stealing it and probably dying.
And then dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rafa's really like locked this down. And like now Rafa's starting to feel so confident that he's looking for this extra bit, you know? And this is when it gets really, really dangerous.
Pretty sure that Necro doesn't have timing on Mega. He heard the last one, or sorry, the second to last one, but not the most recent. Pretty bad news for him. And what is he doing? Really? You're gonna go onto the 5 HP bubbles when your opponent has twice your stack and you're down in... Phylum, explain.
Yeah, he just doesn't know what to do against this, you know? Maybe hoping he could bait Rafa into a fight and just get lucky with the rockets, but that's just not gonna happen against Rafa.
I don't approve of your explanation, Phylum. I need more. This doesn't make any sense. Nah, yeah, you're right. It's like...
See, and it's like Rafa almost catches Necro at the perfect, like, microsecond at that 50 health level.
he's like, oh yeah, you were gonna come that way, weren't you? Okay, cool. Justified. He does give up he does give up 100 armor. He gives up most yellows, but he's kind of caught Necro out again because I don't think Necro knows where to go right now. He's getting caught out at every situation, and somehow
that said, Necro, he kind of wangles his way through the doorway mid-fight.
God bless rockets that send you to the other side of the fight, and it actually works out for you, right? Always a great feeling when you're out of control. You're just like, oh, thank you very much.
And this is exactly it. Necro's got an opportunity right now. That rail was a nice little follow-up. And yeah, we'll see if he can hold on to this, if he can hold on to his stack. He's being very quiet right now.
Can he read Rafa as well as Rafa read him, though? Oh, Rafa, you sly dog, you. We'll run out of
Rafa
rail ammo.
Looks like he is gonna give up both items as well.
He's totally okay with it though, because he's... Whereas before Necro was in the same situation, look at what Rafa does. Where is he sitting right now? He's sitting in a spot that you'd be like, this is incredibly open. No, it's not. It's open, like, you can hear everything from there. You can hear if your opponent rocket jumps right there, and this is the only dangerous part. And Necro didn't punish him. If that was Rafa, Rafa would have already been at that 50 bubble, and he would have killed Necro. But luckily for, Luckily for Rafa, Necro is not quite as sly as he is, and he can barely escape, and... Okay, yeah, it's gotta be game, right?
That's gonna be pretty close.
Rafa doesn't even want to fight anymore. He's like, I don't need to kill you anymore, man. I'm 6 frags up. Thank you, Young Chop. It's been GG. Thank you very much for your insight. That is killer. Oh, Butcher said GG. Thank you, Butcher, for your insight.
Yep.
I wasn't quite sure. You ever watch football? American football? Not soccer.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know who John Madden is, right?
Not really.
Madden NFL.
I know, yeah, I know the name, but I don't know like
John. Well, I don't really either, but I know enough. I know that Madden is basically the guy who's gonna be like, you gotta get the ball into the end zone. That's gonna be a touchdown. I will never grow tired. Even if it sounds like I'm getting mad at them, I will never grow tired of the people who spectate in the middle of the server, and they're like, yeah, it's definitely GG there. This guy, what's going on? This one guy's got more points than the other one. That's gonna mean that he's gonna win the match. And this one guy's health has been reduced to 0. That means he's gonna die, and a frag will be awarded to the other player. And I just want to thank them so much for their input.
I mean, is what we're doing so much better?
No, not at all. But I get to make fun of them because we're doing what we're doing.
we're in like the high seat on this. We're on the high horse.
Yeah, we're the dumb snobs. We're not just dumb. We're just dumb snobs. I don't know. I got nothing, man. 6 to -1, first round in the winner bracket. We will go on to Arrow Walk.
We're going on Arrow Walk, a map I'm very excited to see.
Feels good, man.
And again, okay, so you were saying about difference in LG damage, and I don't know if you caught that there, but like Rafa had done over 1,000 damage with LG, and Necro did like 100 or something like that. Really big difference. Oh dear.
Oh no, I just want to let them know. Like, what are you doing? You're like, it's not your game. So what do you think here, man? Do you think that we're gonna see a snowball from one player or the other, or are we gonna see like an 8-4 cooler Cypher Arrow Walk? Yeah, since you know these players so well.
Oh, I'm an expert in both these players. I've studied their games extensively, and I feel confident in saying this is going to be a close game.
Especially Necro. I know that you're an extremely avid Necrophagist expert.
Yeah, oh no, I've watched every one of his games.
Yep. Well, when I was talking to Raph about the pool, and I was like, yeah, I don't really like this map pool, you know, we gotta do something different next time, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I actually kind of like Arrow Walk. I wish Hectic had won the map pool, which just brings up a point that I was gonna make earlier. Y'all voted for this map, and none of y'all played it. Well, I know it's drop. Don't give me that. I'm just saying, we had a poll with an ample amount of maps, and nobody played this map.
I think it's because there's so much best of one. I think that really discourages, because Arrow Walk's a map where, like, if you miss some shots, a lot can go against you. Like, it can be a bit of a wild card, you know?
Or,
just depending on how you play on the day. Like, more people would be confident picking it if there weren't as many best of ones.
Or, is it because it's a bad map?
No, well...
and everyone's dropping it.
I don't know if I love it for a competition. But I like playing it a lot, and I like watching games on it a lot.
I'm just pushing your buttons.
No, I think I will admit that maybe it's a bit selfish to want to see it in competitions. Because I don't know if it's the best map for competitions, but I love seeing good players play it.
Well, we'll see what these two do. I'm gonna start off on. I think I said I was gonna start off on Rafa, so let's start off on Rafa.
I know we said we were gonna start on.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
Because we want to see what he can do when he gets a red armor spawn. That's really nice, but he walks right into Rafa's rocket. That's not so nice.
Oh, and now he's stuck on a really hard side of the map to deal with.
Yeah, and Rafa hits his first rail, hits his second rail. Necro in a really vulnerable spot. Goes for that nice little grenade angle.
It's making the most
coming up. Rafa's in position from it. And yeah, he's really like delaying this for as long as he can, making Rafa work if he wants to push him for the frag, and actually gets a bit of damage on the board. He needs to be aware of the yellow armor behind him. Rafa's going to push for it. He takes a rail for his effort, and now some grenade spam here could be really effective. Unfortunately, Rafa does get that mega for free. I don't think that's necessarily a surprise.
Oh, good read about which direction Rafa was going to come there. That's going to get rid of the armor on both players here.
And again, yeah, we're in this situation where neither player has much to work with. It's a dangerous time for both of them. Rafa cheekily kind of just sitting on that platform. He is going to be the one... Well, I mean, both players incredibly low, but Rafa getting the drop and the trap and the frag, taking an early lead, but 1 minute in, you know, that's a pretty slow start to Aero Walk, but here comes the conversions, and they could come fast and furious if Necro isn't careful.
Yeah, we'll see how many he actually ends up getting. Kind of the name of the game on Aero Walk, you know?
It definitely is. Like,
is it your turn to get frags, or is it my turn to get frags? How many can you get?
Rafa did miss out on the rockets there, and that is going to hurt him a bit. Thankfully, he makes his jump.
Zorak War is saying, when did I vote on this poll? I don't remember this. Oh man, I told all the players, and it was up on all the fabulous esports websites that you yourself can visit and keep track of all the information going. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. Rafa will win Mega, Necro will win Red, and I think if Rafa can get this yellow clean, negative. He would have been in a kind of a little bit more commanding lead to push out of here, because now he's kind of stuck. Like, this is a hard area to push out of, even when you have stack. So,
and Necro does a really good job there, just putting that little bit of pressure on him.
I think he's still waiting. Maybe not. Maybe he's worked his way to Red now. Oh yeah, he was still waiting.
No, he was still up there.
Ends up being a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, a weird position to just kind of sit in for as long as that. Must have... Wow, just every rail coming out there. He needs to hit another before this Mega. He can't quite do it. Hitting it after the Mega... I mean, you know, it's not quite that bad.
Nice.
There we go.
Frag. First frag for Necro.
Yeah, first frag of the series.
Oh yeah, good point. Nice zoning rockets there from Rafa, so he can go ahead and jump across and win himself yellow, or potentially just corner Necro up at this red. Because now Necro has to like expose himself to go get this Mega, or do weird things like this, and that is not the angle you want there, Necro. That is nope, that is all wall.
Yeah, it's not quite there. Oh no, he shoots the grenade, and that's just saying to Rafa, you know, push up these stairs.
Is it though? Whoa! What a turn of events. Rafa actually rocket jumps back up because he's like freaking out. He's like, whoa, dude, you just took everything I had planned and turned it upside down. Well done. We'll see what happens now, though. Nothing's coming up for about 10 seconds. Rafa should come through telly. He does.
Yeah, it was a nice, like, sound trap, I guess, to get Necro to go into the green armor.
One direct will cripple Rafa, and he's not quite railable.
Yeah, until the question of, like, if Necro wanted to, like, commit there or keep his life, then he's going to keep his life and just focus now on dealing damage on this yellow armor. He doesn't get any damage, except for that beautiful exit rocket, rail rather, making Rafa pay for the pickup. He is going to go down again, but you know, Rafa not very healthy.
And it's only 5-1. I mean... Rafa didn't get a huge swing of frags. He doesn't have the right weapons,
he slops to the rail.
Ooh, does he know Mega's up? Well, he does now.
Oh, he's jumped for it. Rafa's MG, is it good enough to get the frag? Necro on 1 HP, so. There's no health bubble for him. Oh my god. Did Rafa think Necro had the red, maybe?
I don't know,
and
but
I didn't realize quite how low he was.
I don't know. My butt cheeks were 100% clenched though. That was ridiculous. You might just be playing it safe, to be honest. Like, Rafa is a guy who will show you respect if you deserve it. So maybe that's all it is. Both majors are going to be up. What does Rafa decide to go for? Damage and the Mega, or just the Mega? Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, he wants the damage as well. And... wow, this is going to almost see him zoned out of that yellow.
Ooh, nice tricky rocket. The second one could have been so much better, but well, Rafa is still gonna be stuck on the yellow grenade side unless he can sneak by this rail here. Ooh, gets stuck on the wall, and that's an easy pickup for Necro.
Oh, misses his spawn rail.
He's given.
That's really sad.
He's given Rafa a lot of free reds, and this is probably gonna be another one. He's got to be unhappy with this.
It's not quite free.
Yeah, and I guess this time he does have Mega to fall back onto, so it's not the end of the world.
And a yellow. Rafa, though, is going to use the opportunity to get himself the guns. That all-important rail.
Probably just gonna take position up on top of the stairs or in the connector between where the LG ammo is that goes from red side to yellow side. Yeah, he's just gonna be at the top of the stairs there, like hard to push in and like I don't know, man. I think kind of maybe a lost opportunity. Nice, interesting move, but does he know the Mega's up now? I know Rafa does.
Yeah, he just doesn't quite have that. Like he could have easily been spamming that with grenades or something. Like, if he wasn't gonna make a push on it.
Nice delayed rocket there. Oh no, Rafa goes a little too far out. He will still get the frag though. And a rocket jump up. I know as someone who, since you like Aerowalk a lot, I know you're familiar, and many other people are going to be familiar with how Aerowalk is often played in Control, where you don't really get the red, or you don't necessarily go for the items. Whoa!
Oh my god.
You just bank grenades and just call it a day. But no, I was gonna say how you can often leave things up for extended periods of time, and I think that Rafa is opting not to do so, which is why maybe his in control frag number is lower than maybe you might expect. And Necro is opting to just leave things up, which is why I think he's dying a bit more. He's giving things up, but he doesn't need to. Just an observation. I could be totally wrong. That's what it seems like. So.
No, Rafa is definitely putting a lot of importance on this red armor. Oh, that's a really bad
one. Hit him. Yikes.
And yeah, this is another easy frag, surely. Rafa taking everything on the map. This is another easy opportunity to push in.
Really?
Yeah, Necro, yeah, I mean, does fairly well. Rafa maybe getting a little bit of warp there or something. It looked a little bit funny. But yeah, now he's just got a good cycle on everything. Necro's really gonna struggle. Rafa opting to go for damage if Necro goes through the rocket or rail, rather than just going straight to that yellow armor. Yeah, you can see how effective this is. Necro can't do anything. He is going to get a bit of gauntlet damage off, and this could be a shotgun frag. Rafa playing that corner way too hard for Necro to get any damage off.
Yeah, we like it hard. Hard, tense, and close. Up close and personal. 3 points of health to Rafa. He just gets himself right back up to 150. Don't give me that look, stream. You clicked streamer has enabled mature audiences when you started watching. I don't want to hear it. You're fine. You'll live.
What's that ES reality thread? Your favorite NSFW sexy Quake pics?
Oh god, I don't even want to know what that... No, I have no idea what you're talking about, actually. For real, and I don't want to. Looks like this is going to be a 2-0 for Rafa. I guess a lot of people aren't going to be surprised, and honestly, when you really look at the game, it's one of those games that the final score doesn't necessarily reflect how close it really was. It was a pretty close first 5 minutes. Nice conversions, though, as he's got himself into the swing of Aerowalk. I wouldn't mind seeing this again. These two players go at it again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it could have a very different scoreline with how these guys were playing.
So, you call GG's. Necro will be forced to go into the lower bracket. Play against Zorak War, and I'm a bit nervous for Zorak War, to be honest.
He has a big mountain to climb.
I think he's gonna get out-aimed. I don't know, we'll see. He did say he was the best Sinister player in the United States while you were on his break. And
no, I did say that, actually.
Okay, and since Necro pitched Sinister, who knows? You never know. Not here. What's wrong? You don't 49 versus 20? Not cool?
This is every like game I ever play. Is this ping difference right here. Like, Do you have admin Flair? Can you just like kick everyone?
I could. This is, by the way, I feel like a jackass for even saying it. This is the server that we play TDM on, and everyone says it's fine. But yeah, we won't get into that. We won't go down that road. I've expressed my salty concerns on that one many a night, many an evening. I had to say it. I have to say it. This is my soapbox, and there you go. Sorry, Scorch. Your server does have issues. Like,
yeah, no, we've tried to tell various people that in Australia.
Can't expect free-for-all players. Oh, Zorak War with the shots fired. That was against anyone who plays TDM, by the way. So, all you hashtag TDM pickup IRC channel guys, it's like, yeah.
all 8 of you.
Well, TDM pickups in Europe are a lot more active than they are in NA.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Do you know how many TDM pickup players we have in Australia?
3?
0.
You guys can almost have a 2v2?
Yeah.
Oh, that feeling, man. Oh, that feeling when you're justified by others. It's a good feeling. It's a dirty feeling. I actually feel dirty for saying that now, but it's a justified feeling. Justified. Alright, but it's where are we going?
Oh, I think that's another telemarketer.
Get him, Phylum. Get him. You should just pull the Seinfeld where you answer and you're like, hello? And they're like, hi, is this... yeah, but you know, I'm kind of busy in the middle of something. Could you just give me your personal number and I'll call you at home later? And the guy goes like, well, no, that'd be really rude and awkward. And like, nah, you know how I feel. I ruined it, but yeah. Classic Seinfeld bit right there. Where are we going?
They hung up before I could yell at them.
I had the biggest problem with telemarketers about a week or so ago, or up until a week or so ago, and it lasted for like a good 2-3 months. I kid you not. I was getting the most random calls, and they would hang up as soon as I answered. If you called it, it would hang up as like they answered, and I'm just like, I was freaking out. And I thought I was gonna have to change my number, and then it all just stopped.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That means they like sussed you out or something. I don't know. That means
I feel like
got your...
some Matrix, like there was some like FBI, like they're like recording my voice, going hello, hello, like getting like voice spectrum analysis on me, so they can
No, my dad got
me,
my dad got a call the other day that he answered, and like on his mobile, and no one answered. And then for the last few weeks, he just keeps getting these spam calls, and he blocked the number. So
yeah,
then
same.
he started getting calls from like the sequential number up. So
Yep.
it was like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's exactly what happened to me. Exactly what happened to me. And then I started getting, the worst was when I got a text from a series of numbers that you could, like, you know, you can see who it got sent to, and it was a huge list of numbers. And it was basically like 50 numbers, mine was one in the middle of it, and it was something, it was like a fake Western Union URL. Like, your Western Union thing is, and I'm like, what did I click on? Like, it wasn't that dirty. Like, what did I click on? I don't know. Like, I was really just scratching my head, man.
It's not even like you're more likely to have your information sold to a place like that by a company than like put it in at the wrong place. But anyway.
3, 2, 1.
Let's watch Zorak, best Sinister player in A, as he gets the red armor lightning gun spawn. He waits around a bit. I would have liked to see him maybe bait out a railgun shot before he jumped down, in case, you know, that was there waiting to happen, but he's done well to move himself.
Not to interrupt you. Anyone on stream happen to catch what maps they do in Apex?
All we need to know is they're playing Sinister, and Zorak War says he's the best at that, so...
Yeah, fair enough. He is a very good Sinister player, and he plays it a lot like Rafa does, where he just kind of chokes you out. I guess it's kind of a cooler style, actually, when I think about it. It's very cooler-esque. He does, however, run into a rabid Necrophagist who strips away all of his stack, and he's going to be very fortunate that he's able to grab the red before Necro comes through, but he does lose everything again.
It's not a really good place to be, and this is nice pressure from Necro. Wow, that rail is really going to save his ass, and they actually want to come down. Both players railable. No one wants to make the first little move in towards that mega, but someone's going to have to do it.
Ooh, Necro, I was going to say, isn't railable anymore, but he goes towards red. Can he get the kill here? Nope.
Ooh, he's just a little bit too slow.
A weird start.
Yeah, just like both players getting so low there.
The server is garbage, Flair. Everyone knows it. I know, Vibration. You're the best trailer in the world. Everyone will listen to you. But what should Zorak War do, Vibration? He's on the run for like the last 2 minutes, despite having the better start.
Yeah, and this is kind of the scary thing for Zorak, is that Necro is just a really good aimer, and this is where the really big difference can start to show.
Good patience. Oh, Necro goes back in, and Zorak War should win red because of this. And
he hits a direct rocket.
Almost another rail as well. Like, this is interesting, because like I said, I really do believe that Necro's gonna out-aim Zorak War. But we'll see who has more patience. Like, who's gonna show more respect and make the first mistake, right? Like,
yeah. And, well, I think Necro is more likely to make the first mistake, but I also think he's more likely to make the mistake work for him.
Yeah, clutch it out, for sure.
Zorak going for the trap. He's just waiting to hear, like, the perfect footstep or something.
So far, though, Necro does not make the mistake that I figured he would, which would be to sit up at yellow. He will, however, forfeit the whole map.
Yeah. And like I said on Blood Run, you know, like Zorak will just happily do that if you give him any opportunity to. He's gonna have to push in here against Necro. And yeah, Necro making what he can out of the situation.
Wow. Balls of steel, Zorak. I know he was out stacking him, but it still takes some guts to do that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Necro was so low. If he'd have missed the first rocket, I guess it could have gone badly, but I mean, even Zorak is going to hit a pretty good first rocket in that situation.
Are you trying to say that Zorak has worst rockets in A?
No, nothing like that.
Well, he does. I mean, he'll admit it. It's fact, actually. Proven fact.
No. It's scientific.
I like that he goes... It's kind of funny. This is like watching the same game where we had Rafa, like, just denying everything before going towards the major. Like, it's, yeah. I know that Zorak War watches a lot of demos and whatnot, but I'm not trying to say that he's like, he copied that particular style, but he definitely is proving why he was able to go so far, being such a new player at QuakeCon so many times, and that's just that he understands the game. Like, he really understands how to punish like certain situations, and it's really good to see compared to what we saw last Duel Cup and even earlier in this Duel Cup, where Zorak War looked like he might go out again early. It's really nice to see that he's made it all the way to the lower bracket finals. So
yeah, he's really like woken up.
He's young, man. Give him enough time. Look at Necro. He's just, like you said, like, he's gonna make the first mistake, and he's made a few at this point, but he just almost makes it work for him every time, you know? A little bit more damage.
Yeah, he would be able to pull a rabbit out of his ass, and that's really what he's relying on here and there. Well, that wasn't even necessarily a rabbit. I mean, maybe it was, because he probably didn't know the exact time of the mega, but
I think less so. I mean, like, not that he hit an air rocket, but just that, yeah, not that he hit the air rocket, and not that he knew like when he, like, where Zorak was gonna come from, but just the fact that he was there. Like, you're really not supposed to be there with just a rocket launcher in that situation. I mean, it's a dangerous move. It's a risk, and it's a risk that pays off. Like, I love players like that though, because I'm totally a player that just takes stupid ass risks. This is off all the people who think about their moves. It's a good feeling. Anyways, Necro has actually got himself a very substantial stack compared to how he's been. I can't talk. Compared to his stack for the rest of this game, Zorak will steal away a 50, and Necro looks to be just playing very patient at this point.
Yeah, that stealthy rail there was really cool. Just the drop down angle.
I don't like this. He's gonna lose Mega.
And oh wow. Oh my god. That really, like, my heart can't take it spectating Zorak. He had him in the doorway, like in the corner.
I'm glad I was watching Necro.
Yeah. No, that was a bit painful.
Oh, the rocket pops does hit a rail to return. Mega's gonna be next. Can he? What? Can he set up before Necro gets there? I guess the answer is yes.
Oh, Necro, he went for the trap, but what he doesn't realize is he's playing an expert diver. Zorak is just like Olympic gold medal diver.
Next time Zorak War goes to QuakeCon, guys, we need to make sure that we hire him 3 people with signs to hold them up and score his dives during the game.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Necro will eventually go down again,
goggles or something.
Which is, I'm kind of happy to see him go down again, because like the dude hit 48 LG over the course of those last 2 encounters, and that was not a small amount of lightning gun. That was a lot of shafts, and he just drilled into Zorak War to get those frags. I guess it's gonna be Zorak War's turn. Not quite as punishing, but gets the job done.
Yeah, he does the stair dodge fight. It's a nice move to see when someone does it really well, makes himself really hard to hit, because you just, you're kind of like, oh, look at this dude on the stairs, I'm gonna own him, and then they just, read your mind.
Zorak War almost going down there. Again, I think I'm misread.
Be careful pushing through here.
Nah. I knew that Necro would just be jumping as well, to be fair. Like, it's the same reason why he's able to steal the Mega Way earlier, and then, yeah, he did end up dying towards Necro's just massive shaft, and ridiculous rockets like this. Yeah, Zorak War did end up dying to it, but, he just has the timing better. Like, yeah, see, Butcher just said 30 yellows. Like, we'll look at I won't keep the scoreboard up, but...
Yeah, the majors are a bit closer, but yeah, the yellows are really important.
I feel like the majors on a map like Sinister don't really matter as much though, because they're so punishable. You're gonna usually eat a rail at red.
Really fight. Like, if you've ever watched Evil play this map, and if you haven't, you should, because Evil is just amazing. Like, he gets a yellow armor and he's like, okay, I'm ready to fight at Mega now. And he just makes it so much work for him.
Yeah. Bit different for sure, but...
Well, I mean, Evil's evil. But, like, yeah, they're items that are, like, you can do a lot to contest them.
Yeah, indeed, Yellow Shove is a massive shaft of Necrophagus. Zorak's shaft is just gonna be completely vertical and take him out for the last time. These 2 players will go on to a second map that is unknown to us.
Yeah, it's a mystery. It might be Aerowalk, if this was Zorak's pick.
Nerf armors.
Nerf armors.
Vote now.
Cure.
Okay, that was Necro's pick then. Necro's pick would be Cure, I assume. Zorak was probably Sinister. Although it could go either way. They're kind of both players that latched on to each of these maps quite well. I'm still a bit salty that me and Zorak War started playing Quake about the same time. And
yeah, no, don't worry.
The difference in skill that we have, and like I shit you not, me and him no life Cure so hard when it came out, like so hard. So it's really funny that it's still one of his better maps. I don't know.
All right, and so yeah, I guess this is a Necro off the spawn, and it's again, this is the spawn we saw him get before. Red armor, railgun, no angle onto the mega, and hopefully Zorak won't make the same mistake Apparition did. Yeah, he's playing it much smarter, using that LG to his advantage. Oh my god, Necro! Amazing. Just knew exactly what was going on. Absolutely beautiful.
Our resident experts talking about how stale the map of Cure is. How it's the same thing every time.
Well,
and,
yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Once Rafa pitches in, I feel like I can't talk shit about the people in spec, just like saying whatever crap. But
no, that's what I'm saying. Like our resident expert, and I didn't mean that by. Normally, yeah, you're right. I actually do talk crap about the people in spec who say things, but it's not Ron Bronson. It's Rafa.
Yeah.
Love you, Zar. We'll see how long Zorak can actually keep this up though against Necro.
Oh my god.
Because I really feel like with the way that this map is, until he gets the frag, like he can't break him through timing. Like he has to just out-execute Necro, and that's really hard.
Well, I mean, in that situation there, Zorak just took away a red basically for free when there was a split on the items, and that is really, really big. Like, I don't know how Necro quite let him get away with it for just such little damage. But Zorak wants to come in from the lower position. Necro, his execution is amazing, these rails. Like, Zorak really didn't see that one coming.
Oh, nice jukes. Can't quite get it in time, though, to get a frag. The idea was good. Ironically, his execution is maybe a bit lacking. No? No? Okay.
Necro needs to move fast.
Oh, that's a frag. Wow, the switch to rail. That was some risky confidence. Yeah.
Again though, yeah, like, Zorak did manage to deny that red armor before he died, and that's not going to be the worst thing in the world, because Necro doesn't have a lot of stack. So like, in this fight at red, now that Zorak's above it, he can really like throw his weight around if he hits some rockets.
He has to hit one direct, or this isn't worth it. He's gonna eat too much shaft.
Necro's dodging is so good.
Yeah.
Like, his movement around that edge, you know, just take notes, because that is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, like, it was just one of those things that, like, you just start to get chipped away with that LG, and, like, eventually you gotta realize I shouldn't be doing this unless I already hit a direct. Like,
yeah, there's a fine line. That is how you attack the red armor.
You don't. Do you really want to follow it up though? I mean, yeah, it's Zorak War. You could probably beat us, but I'm just saying, like, do you really want to follow it up with a rail shot?
Yeah, it's not worth it for the damage he took.
What is going on in chat? I'm still surprised we were never able to actually mute chat entirely.
Yeah.
Zorak War will knock his. Actually, Zorak War will get knocked up by Necro's rocket and be able to escape. I was convinced that Necro was about to get telefragged right there, hitting Zorak War into the teleporter. Been there, man. I've been there. Freaking, I hate that feeling when you launch somebody into a teleporter. Ugh. Such a bad feeling. Anyways, he's getting a bit frustrated. It looks like because he can't find frags that he feels like he should be earning at this point, and I have to agree. I
mean, he's shut the map down here. Zorak is going to be looking for some kind of damage on this Mega, or actually just stealing it away.
I don't know if it's a good steal though, unless he hits this. No, okay, we're both about to see why we're wrong, right?
Yeah, I mean,
one rail and some LG. That's all it takes.
It's crazy because it's not even like it's a situation where it put him at a big, like it didn't put him at a stack advantage, and Necro hit that direct rocket on the exit. It just, like, Zorak just kept hitting, and and now it's kind of turned on its head.
I think you like really nailed it earlier when you were talking about how there's some players that just do things that are so weird that it throws, like, doesn't necessarily throw you off, but they turn the game into
Sorry,
oh.
I'm gonna take this.
No, he's not here anymore. It's not his number. No, I'm serious. It's not his number anymore. Alright, take me off the list. No, I'm fine. I don't need more. I don't. Assholes, man. Anyways, it's not something that Zorak War can really account for, which is the randomness of Necro. You find a player that is just so unorthodox in certain situations that they make you perform poorly. I mean, like, they kind of force you into weird engagements. Not to say that you have to take these fights, but I mean, Zorak is gonna get scrappy with Necro, and he's gonna end up getting himself a second frag, so it does work out. Now, it's kind of ironic as well. We're like just talking about how it changes the way a player approaches the match. Zorak War, very uncharacteristically, didn't look like he had timing on anything, to be fair. And now he's getting just as scrappy as Necro was to make this initial frag lead.
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Oh
this
my
is what I'm
god.
saying. This is what I was
He had the railgun out and he jumped down. Like, why would you do that against Plasma?
You fight Scrappy with Scrappy, man.
But he had rockets. He could have fought Scrappy with rockets. That's Zorak in a nutshell.
Zorak? No. Zorak doesn't rocket, man. Whoa. Zorak War. Too much too
Probably
soon.
doesn't even have it bound.
He doesn't have it. He just mouse wheels it. He's like demon.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's gonna go down a 7th time. Yeah, this exploded quickly. We're looking to deny some weapons off the spawn here, and namely the rail. Doesn't?
Yeah, he knows. He knows what he's got to do. Oh
yeah,
no.
He needs shaft ammo though. Like, it's actually okay. Because he needed shaft ammo,
no.
so...
It's just a pity to miss that shot, because it was so beautifully set up. It was so predictable from Zorak to go like that.
Easy shot as well, yeah. He's gonna try to make Zorak think he walked in. I don't know, man.
I don't like this.
Well, he's gonna realize what the mistake is there.
Yeah. And this is what Zorak did before. Taking that Mega. Doesn't work quite as well for him this time though.
No hesitation from Necro though. He just in and out as soon as he sees the opportunity to take that yellow. Zorak chooses the correct side to land on the pillar. That's gonna save him a little bit of damage there. And nice, yeah, waits it out.
Yeah, and that's like really. Oh my god, the plasma damage is sick. Wow. I mean, I don't know if Necro overestimated how much plasma damage he did there. Like, it was a lot, but it wasn't, I'm gonna kill you with like 1 HP a lot.
Oh, that's unfortunate that Necro's able to get him. Okay, it was just a plasma. Never mind. I thought he got himself a rail before landing here.
Oh no.
Zorak ties us up with 1:15 to go. He's pretty low, but he has the only armor going into this next thread. I take that back, actually. Necro did pick up a 25.
And Necro messes up his movement.
He says,
that
oops.
is tragic.
He actually said, oops.
You don't have an oops bind, Flair?
I have a golf clap bind.
Wow, Necro, balls of steel going for this big fight.
I think
no
he feels
HP.
like he has to. He's gonna rush him. Like, what? He's just gonna rush him with a rocket or a rail or something equally stupid.
He doesn't quite go that extreme. I think the 50 is up, but Zorak's now in the position on the side of the map for it. Oh, Necro goes for the big fight with the plasma gun. It's not enough. 2 frags. If he gets one right now, and he's gonna go for it, you know, he's just gonna. He needs to go through the teleporter and just hit 1,000,000 rockets right now.
1 million rockets ought to do it.
Oh, that was actually so close to the frag that, like, yeah. But it's gonna be GG, and yeah, I agree. There were just some silly things there, like that little movement mistake coming into that red armor where they like. It's a big pity.
I love it though. I honestly think that at a certain point there, Zorak was just like, "You dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you're not playing. You're not making any sense. Like, you like." And then he just triggered. He's like, "Screw it. I'm down. I'm just gonna keep railing you." Oh, hey, I got a frag. And it's like again. Then he's just like, "Dude, what do you do?" Like, oh, I got another frag. He just fought fire with fire at one point, and then he started playing his normal safe game. And once he had control back, that I mean, y'all can say I'm wrong, but it felt like Zorak War actually just said screw it and just no-brained it for like a good minute or 3 and brought it back. Like, I kind of feel like that's what happened. Anyways,
yeah, I felt like he was definitely like fighting some fire with fire.
We will go on to a classic. Is it a class? Yeah, this has happened.
This is the
times.
North America Duel Cup Classic.
North American Duel Club. That's how much this has happened. This is the North American Duel Club
look,
Classic.
I've heard it said that the North American duel scene can be a bit like that, but that's neither here nor there.
America, brother. We all wear the same thing. Our passions burn bright into the night. Okay, let's not go down that road. I don't think Zorak is here. I almost said Zorak is here, Rafa. No, Rafa, I don't believe is here.
Yeah, he's in spec.
But I don't think he's here.
He's here in body, but not in mind.
Right. Right. So we started this.
Maybe he's got a telemarketer call.
I'll handle it for him. Chat knows exactly how good I am at handling telemarketers. They know. I've proven myself today. Default win. That feeling when you still have 9 minutes before I can grant that. Kappa. Wow, dude, just bleep and add up at web chat. Nice. Please spec. This is a pickup game. You can add up at nactf.ql, or if you're a TDM player, there you go. You can add up at that one too. It's fine. I got you covered. Also, I'd like to let everyone know I sexually identify as a plasma gun. Just wanted to make sure that I came out today, and I can't. I don't know. I don't want to lie anymore. Like,
is that a bind?
That's how I feel in my heart. Is that a bind? God. Like, I really wasn't sure, but because this Duel Cup went so well, I thought it would be the right time. I mean, thanks, Phylum.
I'm sorry, that's very insensitive of me.
You males and females have no idea what it's like to be a plasma gun. Ever since I was born, the cells inside me have been screaming with a violent purple. Dear God, what am I doing?
We've got some good smack talk here. Zorak is saying his rockets actually hit on land.
Yeah.
I think that's a bold statement. Especially, like, well, especially against Rafa, but also when, like, their Lost World at QuakeCon came down to, like, well, it didn't come down to, but, like, there were a few rockets right at the end where Rafa just, like, owned Zorak with rockets. I don't know, hopefully people know the bit I mean. I can't quite. It's been a long time since I've watched those games. It's been like a year.
Yeah. Yeah, it did make a small change to the rules. Just I don't think we've actually had it happen in a while where the player from the lower bracket ended up winning the first best of 3. because we used to do all sorts of stupid things like give people 1-map advantages, and so anyways, my point is if it does make it to a second best of 3, the change that we've made is that instead of a drop, it'll be pick. That way we potentially see some different maps instead of the same 3 maps twice. So I don't know, just a small change.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good idea.
It was Rafa's idea, by the way. Last night he was dueling me and he was saying, he's like, I got an idea for your duel cup, and maybe it was somebody else's idea and they're like, you should tell him because he'll listen to you.
Yeah. Which
may have some merit, but in general, like, it's a good change that doesn't mess anything up. Like, it doesn't change the core rules. We do have Sinister and Blood Run, and then we dropped T7 and... Wait. We dropped Arrow, Cure...
Vote passed.
So it's Sinister... It's Sinister, ZTM...
T7 decides. Somebody accidentally minus T7 when they didn't mean to do that. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Which is a really, like, really... what was I even saying with that? I don't know, I just got really distracted there.
I haven't had any water this entire time. I drank it really quick at the beginning. Guys, the grand finals between Rafa and Zorak for North American Duel Cup number 13 is about to start. Make sure to let everybody know, especially Nike, Reebok, Doritos, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, you know, the usual. We'll be back in just a bit. Okay, you know what? That is not gonna do it. We need no, just absolutely not. That can you just up it a bit? Right, perfect. See you in 3 minutes. Phylum.
Hello. I was just telling the lovely people in chat that there's a new version of Q43A out today from port. Yep. It's big news.
No! No! Yes! Let's go.
Yep, let's get into this. The grand final. I'm ready, getting a bit Aussie there.
Oi. Oi, Phylum, did you hear about the new Quake port? Too much? Not enough.
Maybe a little. Sorry, I was just actually had that again. Okay, so this is the grand final, the classic grand final, Zorak against Rafa. Let's go with Zorak because he is the best Sinister player in North America, allegedly. Let's see if he can live up to that.
In the entire world, actually. The entire world, he's the best. He also did get the worst spawn possible.
Yeah, he got a bit screwed off the start there. It's a bit of a pity. He's got to show Effortless how to not tilt.
Shots fired.
It's good I can talk shit about all these people because I don't have to play them. Rafa with the big trap. Huge push with that LG. Yeah, that just is what it is. And he's going to catch Zorak here, of course, because Rafa is the expert of catching people at the 50 health bubble.
Indeed he is. And also we'll see how Zorak decides to play like completely out of Zorak's element. Rafa's a guy who does very well when put into the situation. Let's see if Zorak can do the same. That's what I mean.
Zorak
That move right
him.
there. That move right there where he comes from that side.
If you're playing anyone else, they don't catch you there quite that elegantly. Rafa is just so good at it. Let's stick to Zorak War's point of view though. Mega is going to come up.
Alright. Okay. It's a good point actually, guys. If you want to multi-Twitch, Shane_Rafa is, well, Shane Rafa's Twitch channel. So make sure you follow him if you want to watch it at the same time, because your network is amazing. Feel free to. And if not, well, then you get to listen to the two best casters in the entire Western Hemisphere. Whoa, Rafa actually gonna steal away the Mega mid-fight there. I don't think Zorak War quite expected that. It's just another one of those situations where that Mega Health at Sinister, it never goes the way you want it to when you jump in with rockets.
Yeah, it's really open.
I mean, unless you have QuakeCon rockets, and then that's what happens when you have QuakeCon rockets, and of course, as we all know, well, Mr. Zorak's rockets always leave a bit to be desired.
Yeah, definitely. That's, I mean...
By the way, you like what I did there? The two best casters in the Western Hemisphere? Because, you know, you're like an honorary North American, like, you're not really North American.
Well, we get matched with you guys in Blizzard games.
There you go. Zorak's gonna get matched with a shaft in the butt. We're still on his point of view, as he will go down to the shotgun. Where's he spawn?
Okay, it's time to switch over to Rafa's point of view.
Time to switch to Rafa's point of view.
And we might be seeing this out for the rest of the game. No, Zorak still has a lot to offer us. Some beautiful dodge there. Look at that, he's so unfazed by these rockets coming in because he knows they're gonna hit the lip. Like, just really fantastic game sense.
Yeah, very Neo-like, indeed. I guess Rafa would be saying there is no rocket. Yeah, I know. Welcome to 1999, Flair. Matrix references aren't funny anymore. I get it, guys. Rafa, wow, that rocket actually saved his life from the LG pin. He's able to rail Zorak, or he's able to rail Rafa right now. He can't find it. Oh, that feeling when you know more than the players do, and you know exactly what they should have done because you can see everybody's health.
Yeah.
Now this is a decent push, except that, well, Rafa's no slouch with Plasma. He too went through a confusing time as a young boy where he was thinking about Plasma in ways that most people don't. And it's something that all true Quake legends go through. It's something that a rite of passage, if you will. Looks like he is just gonna wait for the Mega Health here though. Doesn't want to risk going through teleporters and losing out on a Mega, and Zorak will just at least win him some sort of major item there. Eventually. Oh, wow,
No,
what
yeah.
a bummer. Huge bummer.
Just not quite in the right position for it.
And Rav was like, hey, there's a red still. You forgot your reds. Or...
I love it.
Bacon bitty.
5-minute warning.
He even sits in the out of control position when he's 170, 180. Like, what a jerk. Who does that?
He knows. Like, all he has to do is sit there and Zorak's gonna, like, just fall on his sword.
It's the second time that you've actually used that before, and I like that.
But I think it's a really good way. Like, and I think it's something Rafa does really well. You know, is like
Does he make a martyr of you?
Push and put pressure, but like he knows when to just chill out and let the opponent come to him and make the mistake.
Makes a martyr of you, right? Falling on your own sword. Zorak will win red, and in classic Rafa versus anyone fashion, he will die as soon as as soon as he takes it. So if Zorak War loses this, by the way, does this mean that his title of best Sinister player in the United States is hereby revoked?
Yes.
Like, how's it? Okay.
I think. Look, I would have found it. I wouldn't have fought you to, fought anyone to revoke it before this match started. But
do you see chat? Necro saying, "I don't find timing fun." That's why you're in third place for the tournament, bro. just saying. I think the game would be more interesting if people timed by instinct without exact scenarios on the clock. Well, that's a CCM player for you.
Yeah, and this is something I've actually heard said before. Like, so, just to quickly deviate, this is a 9-0 game. When Thorin interviewed Machiavelli, I thought it was really funny that Machiavelli said about, like, in Quake 3 when there was actually a timer on the screen, because apparently that wasn't in Quake 2, how it was, like, really shit and people could time items really precisely and how it was ruining the game. You know, there was no instinct to it, there was no skill to timing items.
Great
and
interview,
that was at the same time that people were saying the same thing about reflex timers. So it's like the next step down from not having them at all is having them like given to you all the time. It was funny.
Ah, interesting parallel. I never actually realized that they did happen about the same time, huh? It does certainly change things when you're able to see everything or have it somewhat blocked off. And I mean, like, I know a lot of people in America, they say they play off of a feeling and whatnot, and I mean, Europe too. But obviously, I talk to a lot more Americans, so I just kind of know. Now, Rafa does kind of get caught out in the back here. Zorak is able to hit some damage, but if he ate that earlier, he would have been dead. Now he's at the 5 HP bubbles, and there's no way he gets this red. I don't think he's dropped off the 5 HP bubbles yet, has he? Okay, yeah, just now.
Yeah, he just has. Oh no.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole timing thing is an interesting argument, and that is actually a really good interview. I know some people don't like everything that Thorin does. They don't like the way he talks about things. Like I
know some people that don't like anything that Thorin does.
Yeah, I mean, for various reasons. But that is that's a very good interview, actually. So I recommend.
To, like with Thresh and with Machiavelli, watch them.
Do it! Zorak steals away red and actually has them both down to railable health. Rafa has 12 points.
Rafa is just too good.
Rafa did not go for the Mega, though.
Neither did Zorak.
Yep, there's still time for us to talk about timers. About a minute and a half left, to be exact. Zorak will get a frag onto the board. And is a convert.
Let me just do some quick maths.
Do them, Phylum.
No.
Maths me. Maths me so good, like I'm never gonna get maths again. It's a really hard word to say plurally, repeatedly.
It really is, and
we're
rapidly approaching the point where it's not possible for Zorak to win anymore. And that would be it. I've actually got to do like maths courses at uni this year. It's not going to be fun.
Maybe you should just use some reflex timers for your math class.
It's okay, guys. I can time 3 items on ZTN. I can do this.
Zorak War can time 5 items at once, and he doesn't even always want to. Sometimes he doesn't time the 5th item, so that he can have a better game versus his opponent, okay?
Oh,
okay? So Rafa, right now, Rafa doesn't even know what he's up against. Now, see, this is only the Zorak War that I knew like 6 months ago. I bet he can time 8 items at the same time. 8 of them. He's got.
He's someone that always knows the time of the 50 health bubble. It's crazy.
Absolutely. And when the next LG is going to be coming up, even though it's every 5 seconds. But he knows
Well, yeah,
it,
I mean it's all the time.
But he knows it to the second.
He would be amazing. Have you played TDM with him?
Yeah, if you recall, about an hour ago, he said that everyone that plays TDM is just playing free-for-all.
Oh,
yeah.
But he would just, like, even if he thinks it's shit and doesn't take it seriously, like,
he's actually
having that on your team would be such an asset.
He's actually a shitty teammate, he just takes everything.
Yeah.
He actually just stacks himself like he's dueling 200-200 while the rest of you are dying, and he's like, why do we lose? You guys are terrible. And I'm like, damn it, it's alright. You took everything and then the quad, and then you died with the quad. It's
because you have crap rockets.
Yeah, but that's TDM. This is map number 2 of the NA Duel Cup number 13, which is actually the second Duel Cup in the season for spring 2016. The playoffs will be on April 24th. Basically, there's going to be a Duel Cup every single 2 weeks from here on out.
Every single 2 weeks.
Literally every 2 weeks. I know.
Alright, and this could be the final map.
I know. That's why I just said all that. We'll see Rafa get the No, you're fine. Phylum, I love you. You make my life so much easier. Rafa goes and gets yellow, plasma, red, and now he's got full weapons.
All the guns. Yeah. Pretty good start. It's alright, he's playing this one pretty chilled out.
I'm gonna say, just about now, you should be realizing what happened at the initial spawn. That's a not kosher jump, dude. I get that he did a lot of damage, but that's an easy shot there for Rafa.
Yeah,
wow.
like, Rafa's not gonna let that by too easily.
66 LG, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. Nice dodge off of the red there. Will save himself from dying the first time. Correct, we'll go through Telly and... Really, dude? I mean, that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I give Zorak War a lot of grief, as you heard in the last map. But, I mean, I don't think he's a bad player by any means, but that was
No,
goofy.
I think you'd have to be pretty crazy to call Zorak War a bad player.
Wow, I thought Rafa was about to get away with 17 health and 100 armor. Almost hits a direct rocket there. Zorak's just going full aggressive, man. He played Necro too long.
For him.
Nice. Tie this up. I'm gonna switch over to him, since again we are probably host to many multi-twitching Rafa fans who are now currently crying because their hero is down 2-1 at the 2-minute mark on one of the most infamous maps. Infamous? Infinitely infamous maps in Quake.
Oh, he's got to be a little bit cautious of Rafa. Rafa will be down below the Viper in the grass.
I don't like
he
this.
Doesn't want to get delayed too long.
I don't know why. You know who has killer grenade spam at that red? Agent. Killer grenade spam. Like, the way he hits him off the pillars is absolutely beautiful. No! That feeling when you lose Mega because you got cocky. You still got frag lead, but... Oh! Hello!
Well, not for long. If he's gonna go for this rail. Rafa is gonna... Ooh, that was close. So that exit damage on the red. Very bold. And of course Rafa's here.
Oh, That was a dangerously cheesy move.
Wow. That tracking from Rafa is really, really fantastic. Like, it's not so hard to hit, but it is hard to hit that well.
And Rafa just gonna casually say, yeah, you're about to die, it's fine, I'll just let you scurry away. Not like this. Not like this, Zorak. Not like this, bro, please.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Not for the second time.
I don't even care if you don't make it to the second best of 3, like, you can win this map. Just quit.
Well,
quit playing like Brack, man. We need more Zorak, less Brack. Okay? Space Ghost Hyde?
Oh, again, Zorak caught with the railgun out when he doesn't want to be. Makes it so easy for Rafa to get the kill. But it's like, what did Zorak want to do there, you know? Like, even if he hit that shot, even if Rafa came in the way he wanted him to, like... I don't know.
I don't think anyone does except Zorak, man.
Nice grenades. It's gonna stop Rafa pushing in too easily, but Rafa is also some kind of amazing ninja.
Now when the timer's gonna hit 10 minutes, the game ends. Person with the most points gonna go ahead and be the victor. Okay?
They're gonna take home $1 million. No, what is the prize pool today?
87 Caparinos.
It's not bad.
No. Except that Caparinos are a bit overvalued, and it's actually only $80 US. Don't know why. I think I meant to say like 87,000 Caparinos, and then it just came out 87, and I killed it. But it's actually still anyone's game, to be completely fair. Like, I know it's Rafa and he's up 4 frags, you guys, but it's not like Zorak is. It's not like Zorak is. Who's somebody that we can brag on right now?
It's not like it's me.
I didn't want to use you or me, it's because it's getting old, but okay.
I don't think
I didn't have anyone else either.
Duel ever gets old.
Oh, little sneaky move there from Zorak. Will knock Rafa straight into the well, the item he was going to go for anyway. So yeah, it's all good.
Wow,
Rafa turning me on.
Oh,
Plasma Craigasm. No, Zorak, I wanted more plasma. Wow, Zorak, can you? Zorak.
Oh my god, actually hits 0 plasma.
Yeah.
He's a disappointment.
Minus 50 DKP. Actually, so if Zorak War wins this, I'm gonna have to take away $50. If he gets second place, the second place prize isn't even $50, so technically he then owes me money for that one.
Yeah.
It's like as long as we're on the same page here. We'll chase Rafa through eventually. I mean, he has to at this point. Why not? And he's gonna have to back up. He's gonna find himself up against a 100 armored opponent here at the rocket launcher. Or... yeah, the rocket launcher. Told you. He's so low, he could go down!
Oh my god, and Zorak with the MG spawn.
He wouldn't have been able to kill him anyways, he had armor, he would have taken 10 shots.
Yeah.
So... Not the end of the world there. I do believe this is slowly getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, Zorak did just get both items, but he's gonna throw it all away. Goes for the big shotgun play. I mean, it worked against Necro, the big shotgun moves.
I wonder if we hold these long enough. If Zorak will become like the next Ragent, because he's already kind of like Agent, right? In the fact that he times really well, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at your control! Wow." I wonder if he's gonna become the next Agent, right? And then Rafa will be kind of like the evil or whatever, and Zorak will just reach the point where he's like, "I don't even want to play the grand finals, dude. Just go, just Can I just get second place? Like, God, can I just get second place? Because I feel like he, and I'll have to hear it straight from his mouth, obviously, but I honestly feel like he just gives up against Rafa sometimes.
Well, especially if he hasn't been like regularly practicing and playing with like school or whatever education he's doing. Oh my god.
Almost a direct vertical.
Rafa is just so ridiculous. Like, like there aren't many people who can make like. What did he just do?
Ravishing.
Just, in the moment, that made so much sense.
Denied. I will say
Again
this.
With the rails.
Well, he was always known for being an over rail heavy player, but the thing is he's hitting what, 31% now? Back in the day,
yeah.
He may have been taking these rail
50,
shots.
60.
Exactly. He may have been taking the rail fights at the wrong time, but he was hitting twice as much, so.
And so yeah, I think it's pretty safe to call.
Let me catch up on chat now that I've ignored y'all. Did I sort anything for donations, Insanities? What do you mean, did I sort anything for donations? There is a spreadsheet for donations. I know many of you do not like the ESR threads and ESR in general, but there is...
ESR's fine, as long as you don't, like, delve too deeply.
Honestly, guys, like, I have admin status there, and I don't really read past the first page of news, because, like, that's what I need. It's like the paper, right? Most people don't read the whole freaking paper, right? Like, most people are gonna read an article. Hold on, let's hold that thought for a second. Rafa will be the champion of the NA Duel Cup number 13. Okay, anyways, that a big surprise. No, I'm just kidding. Any thoughts, Phylum, before I go rambling on about the new season and catching up with chat questions?
This is basically what we expect at this point from a Duel Cup, right? We've seen it so many times before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun competition. It ran like butter in a microwave. I'm really excited that you were able to have 32 players and have such a fantastic competition. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching and for listening to me. And yeah, thank you to everyone who played and made this a really great cup.
Indeed. Huge thanks to everyone who participated and donated. Especially, I guess I'll just call you Jay. Like, dude, you're incredible. Guy, he wants to remain anonymous as far as I know. We have someone who's donated $100 every single Duel Cup since like no, I think since the beginning. He may have missed one. He missed like one on like the 3rd or something. That's over $1,200 that you've donated towards the NA Duel Cup over the last year plus. Like, that's incredible, man. Thank you for doing that, and thank you to everyone else who does continue to donate for it. Yeah, somebody was talking about the prizes or the donations. Get all the donations sorted. Here's the link directly to spreadsheets, I think. Yes. So there's that. You guys can check out the spreadsheet there if you want. It's just basically who's donated what. I left most of the names off for obvious reasons, and then yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. It leads into my next point about the season, which a lot of people were confused about. There are currently no points assigned because I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know if I want first place to get 10 points, 1,000 points, 2 points. I don't know how I want it to be yet. We'll figure it out very soon, like within the next week, so y'all can start gawking over that and arguing over it. So it'll be awesome. But if the main thing is the playoff funds, which is essentially kind of like a reserve where we'll start taking Duel Cup money to start up the next cup, so we can continuously do these, because again, every 2 weeks. Big deal. Every 2 weeks. And at the end of the season, that's going to be the main prize pool there. So hopefully by the time we hit April 24th, that'll be nice and hearty. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I know you guys are staring at the grenade launcher right now on Blood Run. For that, I apologize. Just that I'm a bit unkempt because of the craziness today, if you will.
It was fast paced.
It was awesome. Like, I know most of the players are, well, maybe the players are watching. I think most players are probably watching Rafa, or they've all just logged off and given me the middle finger. But for those who are still watching, thank you guys for making that one of the smoothest Duel Cups ever. I've said these run themselves, and I mean it, but that was pretty crazy. Anyway. Oh yeah, and somebody told me that I had to, otherwise hell to pay, so. There you go. There's my unkempt face. What you've been missing out on. What you waited for. Oh, I just switched away accidentally. Phylum, is there anything going on in Australia that you want to plug? Or anything in general?
No. No, we're having a bit of a bit of a slump because no one's
Four
playing.
Seasons stuff at the moment?
No. Well, yeah, there's a clan arena thing, which looks like it has all of like 4 teams playing in it. It's pretty dire at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rafa's making the donations and just wins his money back. I don't think so, but that'd be pretty hilarious. Oh man. Any requests to go out on? Should it be metal? Should it be retro wave? Should we go classic rock or video game remix?
I think a video game remix is pretty appropriate. I mean, I can't hear it, so, you know. I don't know why I get a say.
You do get a say. And actually, you know what? I'm glad you picked that one. I wasn't going to use this one because of the fact that I couldn't find a decent remix for it. What the hell? Let's go ahead and go with it. Those of you who are unaware, today is actually the anniversary of Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, which again, don't know how many people actually care, but god damn it, I do, because that game was awesome. So let's go ahead and just play Star Fox music. Were you a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo kid?
I was a bit young. I was like Nintendo 64 era, but I never had a Nintendo 64, no matter how much I asked my parents. I got a PlayStation 2 when I was 7 years old in 2002. I think.
You were 7 years old in 2002.
Maybe I was 8 in 2002. I don't know.
Is Nambla gonna come after me for casting with you?
No, well, look, I'm almost 20 now. I'm almost 20. I turned 20 in... Hold on, how many days is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7...
The fact that you have to count on your fingers of how old you are makes me so nervous. By the way, I just have to...
You know, it's 15 days until I turn 20.
Uh-huh.
So the next competition is going to be the day before my birthday.
My mind is so inappropriate. Well, happy preemptive birthday, sir. Wait, you said it's the day before your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then screw you. I can tell you later.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
So,
it's been real. Again, thanks, Phylum, as always, for joining me. Y'all are awesome. We'll see you on March 6th for the next cup. And don't forget that next weekend is the 125 FPS playoffs. So if you're into European stuff and you just watch this to get yourself a giggle, well then you're going to be sorely mistaken come March 6th, but you'll probably enjoy yourself next weekend because it'll be the playoffs with everyone there. So cheers. Bye.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah.
Thanks to all you who followed. Moobot should have taken care of you, but if they didn't, thanks. Oh man, glad that we don't have interruptions. Telemarketers. Seriously, they called me like 4 times. Like, really, it was like 4 times. It was like 4 different numbers and 2 newspapers and some like. I was just like, vote for Trump, and I'm like, it was really bizarre, man. Really, really, really bizarre. I don't know. Just, anyways, the next time that hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Can I help you?
You are interested in doing that then? So if you had an opportunity to make an extra $5,000 to $7,000 a month, would you be interested?
What?
Do you even know who I am?
Not really. Do you know who you are?
No, I won't spell my last name.
I didn't ask for your
I
name.
already gave you my name.
What is it?
My name's Jessie.
Okay, talk to me,
My
Jesse.
name is Jessie, and I'm calling to help you make money off the internet.
Right. Of course you are.
I'm trying to help you make money on the internet.
Okay.
I'm asking you a question.
No, that was a statement. Pretty sure.
You pay off bills, go on vacation. What would you do?
I would run an Intel Extreme Duel Masters at QuakeCon.
Do you want to make money from the internet?
Maybe?
What's wrong with you?
A lot.
I advise you to stop telling me what to do when I'm doing my job.
You asked me what was
I'm just getting very upset with you because
wrong
you're not
with
listening to me. Whatever.
but I'm
Good
dude,
for
I
you.
just look, I just
hear you very well.
I'm speaking, it's just
Can you
that
hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Why do you keep saying that?
Jesse, right?
I already gave you my name.
Yeah, look, about the money.
Are you willing to commit to
No.
How serious are you
No,
about me?
no.
How much money are you
No,
looking
no.
to make?
Go fuck yourself.